Hello students, welcome to today's video lesson. Today we shall be discussing the various types of verbs. Let us first begin with the definition of verbs. Verbs are action words which illustrate a noun or pronounce action like, he is whitewashing the wall. A verb also illustrates an occurrence. For instance, the project was completed. A verb may also illustrate a state of existence, such as in a sentence like, she looks like her mother. The basic form of these verbs like whitewashes and completes are called infinitives. The verb forms like whitewashing and completing, which are used to express tenses, are known as participles. Let us now come to the kinds of verbs. Based on their function, verbs can primarily be divided into the principal or main. For example, he plays the guitar really well. Helping or auxiliary. Example, the child is playing with his toys. Here the auxiliary verb is. Then we have the transitive and the intransitive verbs. Verbs which pass over the action from the subject to the object are called transitive verbs. They need an object to fully express their meanings. Let us consider these examples. He has put on weight. Could you pull back the curtains? In both these instances, the verbs need an object to fully express their meanings. Verbs that do not need an object to complete their meaning and are self-sufficient are named intransitive verbs. For example, the dog yelped in pain. Here, the verb yelped sufficiently expresses what the dog did. Or, the car turned sharply. The verb turned does not need an object to complete its meaning in this sentence. Next, we have regular and irregular verbs. Based on this structure, verbs can be divided into the types regular and irregular. Majority of English verbs ending with D or ed in their past participle forms are regular verbs. For example, glowered, fed, preferred. Verbs that have endings other than D or ed in their past participle forms are irregular verbs. Some examples are awaken, built, brought. Now let us look at ergative verbs. They affect the subject of a sentence. They are used in sentences where the action is directed back to the subject instead of affecting an object. For example, the child cried himself to sleep. The cry echoed through the tunnel. Now let us understand more about finite and non-finite verbs. Finite verbs alter their forms in accordance with the tenses. They agree with the person and number of the subject and are the principal verbs of a sentence. For example, he grimaced with pain. He is grimacing with pain. They built castles in the air. They are building castles in the air. Non-finite verbs do not change in accordance with the tenses, person, or number of the subject in a sentence. They do not have a subject. For example, skiing is her favorite activity, but she is not too fond of paragliding. She prefers skiing to paragliding. Note how the verbs skiing and paragliding remain the same when used in two separate sentences each. When you go through our notes and exercise files, you shall get more practice in this session. That's all for this video lesson. See you soon in our next video.